Hi, I'm Cameron and welcome back to Cameron's Country. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a full tutorial on how to take care of your leather walking boots. The walking boots I'll be working on are my Barker boots. I've recently used them in the previous video to climb up Pen y Ghent, one of Yorkshire's 3 peaks. So they're a bit scuffed up, muddy, but we're going to be getting them looking as good as new. Firstly, I'm going to remove the laces from the boots so that I don't make a mess of them with any of the polish, but also so I can take care of the tongue as well. That's the bit that sort of folds underneath the laces to keep them nice and neat. Once I've removed the laces, I'm giving them a good brush. This is just to get off all the dried dirt. It's quite important that if you do want to give your boots a good clean, that you wait for them to dry first, because it's much more easy to get any mud off that way. There was a little bit of mud left over that I couldn't get with a brush, so in order to remove this, I used a damp cloth and just wiped it away. For cleaning the boots and for polishing, I recommend using a cotton cloth, as that material just seems to produce the best effects with the shine, and it's just a bit more gentle on the leather as well. Next up, I am going to put on some of the Saphir Renovateur cream. Saphir being the brand. I think there are plenty of other brands. This was just the one I could get at the shoe shop. What the Renovateur does is it helps moisturize the leather and keep it healthy and supple, prevents it sort of drying up and cracking over time. I've applied the Renovateur to the whole boot, not just the toe, and I've included the tongue in that as well, just to make sure the whole boot is getting nicely moisturized. You don't need to do this on every single polish, maybe once a month or so, or slightly more often if you're wearing them a lot. When putting on the Renovateur cream, you should always put on a bit less than you think you need. You only really need a tiny amount. Put it on and let it soak in. If you do think you need more, then you can add a bit more afterwards, but it only needs to be quite a thin layer. Once you've let the cream soak into the boots for about 3 minutes, then you can give them a good brush. When picking a brush for the polishing, I recommend getting one that's not too abrasive, definitely not a metal one or anything like that, otherwise it will scratch the leather. Something a bit more gentle is what you need. For the following step, I'm going to be applying the polish itself. This polish is more of a cream rather than the wax. In a similar way to the Renovateur cream, you'll want to massage it into the boot in a circular motion, putting, once again, not too much on. For this particular polish, I did use a bit more than normal, just because the boots were rather scuffed up from a week's walking. So I wanted to really get them looking nicely shiny. But if it's more of a regular occurrence, you're keeping it up regularly, you only need to do a little bit at a time. With the polishing cream, I'm only applying it to the toe and heel, where the leather's slightly stiffer and you can get a good hard polish on it. Normally, when you're going for a shine, you want the main focus to be the toe and the heel. You can do it for the whole boot if you prefer. It just will take a bit more time that way. You might not get quite the same finish because you can't apply the same pressure to the sides of the boots as they're not so rigid. Also, when picking the colour of your polish, you don't necessarily need to pick exactly the same colour of the boot. You could pick something a bit lighter or a bit darker, depending on what colour of the leather you'd like to accent. Once the cream has been applied, I've waited just a few moments for it to soak in, and then I'm getting on with brushing. And as you can see, the shine is beginning to come out of the boots. When getting the shine, if the boots are new, then you might not be able to get quite the same shine as I've got with these ones. I've had these boots for about 5 years, so they've slowly built up a patina over time. That's one of the great things about owning a really good pair of handmade leather shoes, is that they get better over time as they build up that patina, as long as you look after them well. It makes it all the more rewarding to take care of your shoes. Last of all, I'm reapplying the laces, and there we have it, the finished product. I was really pleased with the shine I got on these. Once again, you might not be able to get quite this level of shine with a new pair, as over time with multiple polishes you will smooth over the grain to get more of a mirror finish. And there we go, the boots once again nice and presentable and ready for a trip out walking in the countryside or maybe a trip into town as well. Thank you very much for watching the video. I'm planning on having some more content soon on traditional leather boots, as well as more content on country style and English history. If you enjoyed watching, do please consider subscribing, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye for now.